WIAA today considered a proposal to add a multiplier to private school enrollment to determine playoff divisions. Drew Smith is here and to explain what this is all about and how it went.
Well, the WIAA held its annual meeting today, and on the agenda was the multiplier vote. Now, voted in favor, private schools would have their enrollment multiplied by 1.65 for postseason divisional placement, likely starting next fall, which would effectively push many private schools into larger playoff divisions. And the multiplier was proposed by the Six Rivers Conference, who felt private schools have an advantage over public schools geographically. It was put on today's ballot for vote, thanks to a petition that received more than the requisite 10% of signatures from member schools. Now today, the member schools had the debate. However, the vote wasn't actually taken yay or nay. Doug Ritchie has more.
More than 400 schools gathered today at the WIAA annual meeting to cast a vote on the multiplier. But when the vote was cast, the vote sent the multiplier to committee, and the reaction was positive.
I think reasonable-minded, fair-minded people came to the conclusion that it just needs more discussion. It's a very complex topic. It's one that needs maybe half a year to a year of deliberation and discourse. And I think we'll come up with something that's fair to the majority of the people in the state. So we're very pleased. I think this is the right thing.
It got put on the agenda here late, and I think people just want more discussion from amongst themselves as well as within a committee to have better direction.
The vote to go to committee was 352 to 77. There wasn't any friction with member schools.
This really wasn't us versus them like it is in a political arena. It just, I think, turned out to be a situation where people needed to get a platform to get down to the table and talk to each other.
There will be no multiplier next school year, but with this being discussed, is a multiplier inevitable?
I don't know. I mean, states have went with them and states have went away from them. Will it be a multiplier? I don't know. But it'll be part of the conversation, I know, all the way through.
My pulse on it is I think something will happen. I just think it's a matter of what's going to happen and how it's going to be packaged.
So for now, there is no multiplier, just like it's always been. In Stevens Point, Doug Ritchie, Fox 11 Sports.
So what's next then for the proposal? Well, the issue will now go to committee, and by September 1st, general recommendations will be reached to take to area meetings. After that, the multiplier will be on the board to discuss at the December 1st Board of Control meeting to give more information about what has been discovered during the interim. Now, that means it won't be until at least next April that the issue in some form could come back up for a possible vote before the WIAA member schools. To see all of Doug Ritchie's reports and information, head to fox11online.com. Check out his story on the multiplier today from Stevens Point. Go to the sports section, click on the high school game time section on fox11online.com. Member schools did come to a vote on another issue, that of conference realignment power. The schools voted to leave all realignment decisions in the hands of the WIAA instead of allowing schools to make their own